In today's lesson, we're going to look at dividing polynomials. You can see the problem I've got up on the screen currently is 30b to the fourth plus 2b to the third plus 50b to the second. And we're going to divide all that by 10b to the third. First step I want to do in this is I want to rewrite my entire trinomial expression here. So I'm going to rewrite that exactly the way it is now as 30b to the fourth plus 2b to the third plus 50b squared. Okay, now that I have the first thing done there, I've rewritten my trinomial expression. Now I'm going to divide each one of these by 10b to the third. So I'm going to put that over the top of 10b to the third. I'm going to do the same thing to my second one. And I'm going to do the same thing to my third term. Okay, now that we have this written, we can treat each one of these as they are separate terms. So in my first one, I have 30b to the fourth divided by 10b to the third. The first thing I want to do this is I want to take 30 and divide it by 10. I want to simplify that. So we know that 30 over 10 is equivalent to 3. Okay, the second thing, and this is still in my first term, I've got b to the fourth over b to the third. We can simplify that down to just b. We can call that b to the first, but we write that as with just a b. The next thing I want to do is put my sign in between my two terms here. In this case, it is a plus. So we're going to add the second term to this. Okay, following the same steps as I did in the first term, I have 2 divided by 10. We can simplify that down to 1 over 5. We have b to the third divided by b to the third. That would be the same as taking 2 divided by 2, which is equivalent to 1. And we know that 1 times 1/5 is still 1/5. So I don't have to include either one of those b's. So my second term is going to end up being just 1/5. And in the third term, I've got 50 divided by 10. So once again, we're going to treat these numbers separate than we will our variables at the moment. So 50 divided by 10 will simplify down to just simply 5. And know that we could also write that as 5 over 1 if we wanted, but there's no point in including the extra steps there. We're just going to write it as 5. Okay, and in this case, we have b to the second divided by b to the third. If you think back to our exponent unit, we know that we're going to take 2 away from the bottom one, and we're simply going to get over b. Once again, in this case, we could say that's b to the first power, but we know b to the first is the same thing as just simply a b. So, reviewing what we did in dividing polynomials. We first wrote down our entire first expression. We wrote it down right there. Next, we divided each individual term by 10b to the third. So we took 30b to the fourth divided by 10b to the third, did the same to our second term, and we did the same to our third term. After simplifying, we came up with our most simplified answer that we can in 3b plus 1/5 plus b over 5. 5 over b.